Fight, 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 fight.
Hasn't England already suffered enough?
All right, I feel like KSI addressed everything.
All right, JJ.
London, I'm out. I'll see you August 25th.
Oh, what? Where's he going? Come back, Logan. Oh, he's walking back on stage. Welcome back, Logan. Oh, he's gone again. If only he left the forest that fast. Am I right, guys? I would have preferred KSI versus Piers Morgan anyway. You just trade one huge dickhead out for another one.
But he thinks he's the king of the internet, and yet I've got about 2.5 million more followers than him on Twitter.
On Twitter.
Yeah, I'm more of a MySpace man myself. Well, it seems like the KSI Logan press conference isn't going too well, so let's see what's going on with DEJI and Jake Paul.
Yeah. Hey, boo if DEJI's a
Oh, wait, I'm looking at the one on Jake Paul's channel, and he's cut DEJI out of his press conference. Alright, let's check another one.
Fuck Jake Paul! Fuck Jake Paul! Fuck Jake Paul! Fuck Jake Paul!
Oh, not much happened there, really, anyway. They just kind of chanted quite a bit.
Fuck Jake Paul! Hey,
That's all you hear!
y'all dumbasses say anything else?
Fuck Jake Paul!
Apparently not. Well, let's go back to the KSI press conference with Logan Paul and see what might be going on there, because hopefully that one's a little bit more creative in terms of roasting than the Jake Paul one, and Logan's still gone. So if you didn't know recently, there's been some fights going on YouTube, because that's how we solve everything now. No, we jump in the ring every time we have a problem. Which means I've got about 40 fights lined up this year. And all of them I'm going to lose.
KO!
Now, I just want to interrupt this video because I featured in one of the People Who Is Boxing's video supporting them against JMX FIFA.
Me versus JMX here. Who do you think has got a better chance?
Hello, Ham. And he decided to post me on his Instagram story, mocking me. So me, being the big man I am, challenged him to a game of FIFA on Twitter, which he didn't seem to find as funny as I did. I told him I'd put my Ronaldo on the line. I think he was just looking to play somebody who would take their clothes off every time he scored a goal, though. So I don't think it's going to go ahead. Now, most of them were pretty boring, these press conferences. It was just people chanting stuff at each other, although there were a few chants that I did fully rate.
Suck your mum!
All right,
Suck
clear
your
the
mum!
stage.
Suck your
We've got
mum!
to clear the stage
Suck
for the
your
next
mum!
fighters.
Does it get any more British than that? That's such a welcome from the British people for the Americans. They come over and we just throw British slang at them. I'm proud of you. God save the Queen.
Suck your mum!
But you may be thinking that it's between the Paul brothers, who may be the worst person in the entire event. But no, it was not Logan and it was not Jake. But they were a Paul. Appalling, I suppose you could say. Or you shouldn't say it, I'm sorry. It was Greg. Greg Paul became the most hated man out of all the Paul brothers. I do not know what type of family they must have, but it's definitely something to do with genetics. Because when Greg was around, everybody just called him a big nonce.
But I'm sure you wouldn't mind lasting one round with all the little girls you like kissing.
It is a bit weird, though, to bring your dad along to a fight. Oh! You might try and beat me up.
But my dad can beat your dad.
And ironically, that was actually something that Greg Paul said.
Hey, if you want to ask about the
No,
two dumb
shut the
children,
fuck up.
ask your mom.
Now this is the part where it gets very dark, because after all the press conference stuff was done, and True Geordie looked incredibly dejected as he didn't manage to ask Logan Paul any questions, and Logan Paul left early without actually saying anything, so that was a bit of a waste of time. Looked like he was crying as well, showing a bit more remorse there than he did back in Japan. Well, the outside scenes of the press conference looked like something in a wildlife documentary. It looked like a bunch of vultures circling a packet of crisps. And were they waiting for Logan? Were they waiting for Jake? No. They were waiting for Greg Paul. And then the scenes that unfolded looked like something out of a zombie apocalypse movie. Hordes of people just running, just running in a mass panic, chasing after some bald-headed American bloke. Now, this does take a bit of a twist, because somebody then decided that it would be a good idea to clothesline Greg Paul.
Mate, Greg Paul's in it. Whoa!
Now, I've had to blur it, because I don't really want to put a video of somebody being punched in the back of the head on my YouTube channel. I'm sure that would really hurt me financially. But apparently, this goes a bit deeper than a bunch of people just want to attack anybody with the last name Paul, which I suppose you can understand. Greg Paul tried to kick a child on his way out of the press conference.
No! It's Logan's dad, he's gone mental. Oh my god, he just shot the guy!
All I'm going to say is, welcome to Beast.
Shut up and welcome to Beast!
Now, you may think it ends there, alright? He tried to attack a minor. They attacked him back. Logan Paul's car and Jake Paul's car that they turned up in that were bright gold with Maverick logos on. Bell ends. Everybody got the shit kicked out of them. And it's not even fight day yet. Did it end there? No, it didn't. It really didn't end there. Because now Greg Paul is suing DEJI.
Alright, what's up guys? So, here we go. Apparently I'm being sued. So, talking on that matter, so Greg Paul got assaulted by fans during our press conference. And he's trying to look to blame someone, so he's come to blame me.
Well, he's got to find somebody to blame, because he did get knocked out by a 12-year-old wearing Sidemen merch. So all in all, the scenes are pretty horrific from the pre-fight press conference. But that wasn't the thing that shocked people the most, no. Twitter and YouTube went into a bit of a meltdown when they found out the price of the fight. To be able to watch the fight, you have to pay £6. Let's see, do I have £6 in my wallet? KSI and Logan Paul. I think that's a receipt for something that cost about £2. People weren't very happy with the fact that this fight wasn't free, unlike the last one. And on a personal note, I respect the hustle, I respect the grind, and the fact that they have to pay for stuff. And it's a bigger event than it was last year. I do believe, for the sake of YouTube, it would be way better if it was free. I believe that trying to smash more records and legitimise the fight would be a better way forward than just trying to make as much money of it as possible. But hey, I'm not running the event. I don't know how much it costs to run, and I suppose people need to be paid for their time and their work. It wouldn't surprise me if the person who wanted loads of money was Greg Paul for an appearance fee, because there's no actual reason for him to even be here, is there? But quite a lot of people have been incredibly angry over the fact that this fight will not be free, as they personally believed. And I've seen so many people in utter outrage over it, and I suppose I do understand it, because we all like free things. But if it goes towards making a better event, and we have a production team that can actually turn microphones on this time, then I'd rather pay for a quality viewing than a negative one. Because I'm still getting flashbacks of the BBC iPlayer going out when England won that World Cup game. And I can't have that when KSI clotheslines Logan Paul. Which is going to happen, by the way. And on the undercard, DEJI versus Jake. DEJI's going to win. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. You know? It's going to happen. All I'm saying is, the real fight is going to be Greg Paul versus Sidemen Fanboy. That's the one that we've all been waiting for. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to start a fight with the like button. I greatly appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new and turn notifications on. As well as that, there's a new episode of my podcast up. If you want to go check that out, that's linked in the description below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Looks like I'm going to probably have to start beefing myself up, because I feel like Greg Paul will actually try and take me out now. Well, I am about the size of a 12-year-old, so maybe my odds aren't that bad. Peace out, people, and have a good day.